man, so interesting collaboration. This is interesting, all right? So a streamer named Neon went to the Breakfast Club. This dude has had a trouble past. He done faked his death, lied about being Ronnie 2K's son. That's the guy that handles the marketing for NBA 2K. And it's a lot more things that happen, but when I learned about the initial things, I just stopped paying attention every time I seen this dude name popped up. Lately, he's been hanging out with Adin Ross because he does stream on the platform called Kick. Kick and Adin Ross, they're in bed together business-wise, so that's that connection right there, all right? So Neon decided to visit the Breakfast Club. Neon and Cenat has an active beef because of some disrespectful remarks that Neon made in the past about Cenat's mom. The Breakfast Club, not knowing much about Neon except the research that they did do before he came up to the platform, questioning him about the things that's popping up to his name, all right? So as soon as Neon walks in, Charlamagne says this right here.
What's up, man?
How you doing?
Doing well, doing well.
I'm Team Cenat, bro.
Oh, me?
I'm Team Cenat.
Hello.
So Charlotte lets it be known that he's Team Cenat off the ripple, all right? Now, he asked Neon more details about Neon's beef with Cenat right here.
Yeah.
Now, before we go any further with this conversation, somebody brought this to my attention a little while ago, like about a couple hours ago. What's the beef with you and my guy Cenat? Because you know I'm Team Kai.
I'm Team Kai too. Shout out to Kai.
Mafia.
You're part of the Mafia?
Yes.
You're a sub on Twitch?
I don't know that.
You don't even know what that means.
Oh, but you.
If he had Twitch, he would be.
I feel you.
I
Shout out
That's what we know.
Shout out to Kai.
Part of the Mafia.
Shout out to Kai. So a few years ago, me and Kai had a little back and forth. This is like when I was like very secluded in my house, and I was just very like, you know, I just like talked to everyone. It was just a thing. It wasn't just him. It was everyone. Like there was a lot of people. I just went out and I just said crazy shit because that's what I thought was funny at the time, and I was just like an immature little kid. I didn't really understand anything.
Trolling without caring about the consequences. So they asked him more details about it right here.
So he said like something little, and I think like at the time it pissed me off, and then
What did he say?
well, I don't really remember the exact details. This is years ago. I got short-term memory loss, but and then I said something back.
What'd you say?
I'm not gonna repeat it. You know, I don't want to repeat it because it was messed up, and I would never say anything like that again.
You know what he said?
Yeah, it's about his mom.
What?
Yeah.
Go ahead. Say what he said.
You said that you would his mom and that she's a fat Harriet Tubman bitch.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Not only do you disrespect Kai's mother, you disrespected Harriet Tubman?
Yeah, because like I said at the time, it wasn't really a thing where I just did what came to mind. Like I was just like the shock factor. Like I wasn't thinking. Obviously, now that I'm in the real world, now I'm going out and experiencing stuff. That's not something okay to say at all. And
How old were you at the time?
I don't know. This was. Does anyone have that?
All right, so in the midst of them questioning him about these things, like they should, if you decide to go to a platform like this, you're going to be questioned about the things that you did. They're not going to just let that shit slide. So I don't get this shit right here. So Adin Ross was in the comment section, and Lauren LaRosa called it out.
One of the biggest.
Wait, let's get into the chat because Adin Ross, there's a comment pinned in here. He just commented and said, Neon, I promise you they trying to belittle you and disrespect you. You shitting on all of them. They are weird as them.
Talking about who?
In here, the chat is live in the Breakfast Club.
He's shitting
boy.
on them.
Anyway,
what are you
go
talking
ahead.
about?
That's what Adin
Well,
Ross.
this is not Adin Ross's interview, so him too.
Wait, hold on. We're all friends, okay? I think.
He pinned the comment is pinned in the chat.
I think
I'm in the chat with the W.
You feel like we trying to belittle you, Neon?
I think as we should all come together and all just
They
spread.
also saying we break
Man,
it.
fuck all that kumbaya shit. Fuck Adin.
No, wait. All right, come on. That's my guy.
I don't give a. Listen, Harriet Tubman, my aunt, nigga. You think I give a fuck? I don't give a.
But you're comparing something now to like.
I'm not gonna lie, your chat is wild racist.
Yo, they
Stop right there.
They like,
fuck
they
this
race
black
baiting
bitch,
you.
monkey, watermelon, emoji.
I'm literally looking and I don't see any of that.
What? It says they race baiting. The short hair monkey, they race baiting.
Oh, it's moving too fast. Yeah, whoa.
Motherfuckers was here, they wouldn't say it at all. That's another thing about
that's
streaming
trolls.
and just being behind.
You also have to understand this isn't my. This is the internet. This is not just my chat, my community, right? This is the internet. The internet, just like me back then, would say whatever they want.
Yeah.
So this isn't like a representation of me, obviously.
But it's funny though, because the reality is,
It's not.
I know this is a bunch of kids in here who don't know no better. But if we were really assholes, we wouldn't have had you up here. And as soon as I heard about the Cenat thing, we'd have told you get the on. I mean, disrespecting somebody's mom and then saying that shit about Harriet Tubman. If we were really being assholes or really trying to belittle you, we would have told you.
I understand that, man. I just feel like at the end of the day, you can't hold something against someone if they're changing and becoming a better person and understanding.
You know you're changing and how.
Well, you don't
to really believe you when you build your whole.
I understand it.
On being a liar.
Of course, and no one has to believe me. And at the end of the day, if you don't want to believe me, you don't have to believe me. But if you actually sit down and watch my streams and understand the growth, then you see it. And if you don't, it's It's like at the end of the day, I'm not here to prove anything to people. I can do it the best I can. People can judge me. I don't care. I'm gonna.
I don't know what people thought of Breakfast Club for. Breakfast Club, they've been PC lately. Well, not even lately. They didn't get back to how they used to be. You go to Breakfast Club, you know you're gonna be asked questions that's going to make you feel uncomfortable. That's what they were known for. So if you're going up there, my boy, and you had these things from the past, it's going to be asked. That's why a lot of artists don't go up there anymore, because they don't want to get pressed in these type of ways. But yeah, you go up there, you gonna catch that smoke, bro. Especially trying to gain from the culture. Yeah, you need an answer for these type of things. A lot of times, these people that just want something from you, like these rappers or whatever, they excuse the. Like I told y'all before, I don't know what goes on in this dude world, because once I seen the initially that he was doing, I was surprised that he continued to grow as a content creator. I believe in throwing out the trash. But luckily for him, they allowed him to grow. So Adin Ross thought he was being slick because he was like, let's bring up some things from their past to talk about.
And how
Well, you know, you don't. None
to really believe you when you build your whole
I understand it.
platform on being a liar.
Of course, and no one has to believe me. And at the end of the day, if you don't want to believe me, you don't have to believe me. But if you actually sit down and watch my streams and understand the growth, then you see it. And if you don't, it's you. It's like at the end of the day, I'm not here to prove anything to people. I can do it the best I can. People can judge me. I don't care. I'm gonna.
People always evolve. People always evolve.
But and if no one wants
who
to,
I was at 21 is not who I am right now, and that's the same with you. I respect.
I respect growth. I already told you that.
yeah. But there's no reason there's no reason for coming for someone for something that they apologized for 5 times, and it was not the person who I am now, and it was years ago. So like just coming for the same thing just doesn't.
People gonna ask you about it. You
no, 100%. But like bring it up like 6 times. Like come on, like what are we doing
Why
here?
he cheated on his wife? Let's talk past. We've already talked about that.
Yeah.
Numerous times.
Mine is in my book.
It's in my book. We talk about it in interviews. But that's why. But time out.
Real life, real life.
I'm glad Adin brought that up, because what you're doing right now, Neon, is holding yourself accountable and not running.
And not running from what you did. And Adin, shut the fuck up. If you're gonna come on some more platform and speak to them for the first time, then those things are gonna be brought up, especially this type of platform. Stop trying to come into our culture after doing some fuck and not being pressed about it. We gotta check that temperature, little boy. The temperature gotta be checked, fuck nigga. Hell you think? Alright, so now the chat was going a little crazy, so Justin Larry said this right here.
That you're telling your chat to chill. I don't give a fuck about what they're saying about me. You have 2 black people working for you, 2 employees, and they are spewing the monkey, the this, the that, all the racist comments. And you got 2, like you got a black man protecting your little ass. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Your cameraman, black.
Yeah.
You feel me? They ain't got to know me. I don't give a.
Yeah.
But these people are obviously close to you.
Oh yeah, 100%.
You gotta love them.
Oh yeah.
You wouldn't. You know what I'm saying? You can't do this shit by yourself. You have to have a team. Team is black. A lot of them.
I think my entire team's black.
You know what I mean?
Publicist.
So it's like,
shout out to Brandy.
Right. So you know, you might wanna.
Yeah, you got to tell them.
Man,
But I mean, you can't control that.
I mean, I told him to chill through.
You can't control that.
He can't. But if they love him and they're following him, and it's like he got to still be the representation.
Well, of course, you can tell him to chill, but at the end of the day, it's the internet. Like the internet can say, like just like when I was at home, I could say whatever I want. Like there's no like stopping what a live chat says. Like if this was streamed,
I agree.
Like there's literally nothing.
That's why when you catch
Never
one of
said
them,
stop him. Just
somebody said the monkey club.
Okay, I was going to say what cracker dumb as shit. I'm telling you.
The watermelon emoji.
All right, wait, we can't.
Don't know.
Hey, bro, that's your chat. That's your chat, bro. That's the reason why y'all love to be on Kick, so your chat can say whatever they want to say. That's the thing. If you guys don't know the difference between Kick and Twitch, Kick gives more liberty to say what you want to say, especially the chat for sure, and the creators. So they could be as disrespectful, racist, biggest as hell as they want to, because they love that ability over there. So yeah, that's how they get down. That's your peoples, man. That's how you want things to be. That's how you have curated your audience to be. You ain't gonna see that in every person chat, people saying things like that, bro. You're not gonna see that shit. But for the exchange of attention and money, that's what you curated, bro. It is what it is. Yeah, you can't control the chat, but you expect people to just look at this and read it and not react to it. Like, you know. So these are the people that made you famous. You sitting here, you talking to me, talking about how much you changed, but when it comes down to the people that made you famous, they get mad for people just questioning you about that. And this is how they're acting in current time. If they don't know much about you, it'll be easy to make the mistake that, yeah, you're still curating a certain audience. Despite how much you saying that you've grown, you still curated a certain audience to be very disrespectful and racist. But they did show him love for coming up there and standing in that smoke.
Probably gained some fans from this.
Thank you.
And a lot of haters from this as well, because it's hate everywhere. Just like you can't control them hating on you in there, you can't control the love and none of that.
Yeah.
So I do understand how you felt about it. I think you still handled it very well.
Thank you so much.
You to be so young.
I'd love to come back in a year and you guys see all the growth and see where I'm at, and then y'all will be, and then y'all will be like, damn, he wasn't just talking.
I agree.
And listen to the experts. I've seen a lot of people come up here and fold under question and crumble. You didn't do this.
No, you didn't fold.
You handled yourself
You stood
very
tall.
well.
So he did what he supposed to do, held it down. You know, it's gonna get tense in that, but yeah, you gotta go ahead and go through that. You gotta go ahead and go through that. I don't care what nobody say, that's my opinion. Like Charlamagne said, if they was really being assholes, if they'd have heard about those things that he said in the past and just kicked them out for sure, and didn't want to have a conversation with them, then you can consider that being assholes. But they gave him a chance to explain themselves, and that's that right there. Now, the younger folks, they gonna go ahead and try to bash the Breakfast Club, but man, fuck that. I don't give a damn. I know people pick and choose what they want to stand on sometimes. That's something I like to stand on. Like, you know, you ain't gonna be coming in extracting from the culture, but yet you was out here spewing and you don't get questioned about that. No. But hey though, let me know what you gotta say in the comment section below. I'm going to get up out of here though. This is another update with Stace. Yo.